What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Band-Maid, yes indeed, Band-Maid Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Sleepless Empire, Marco, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 70% of the vote. Yeah, it blew the other two right out of the water. It was number 362 in the queue, and it gets bumped straight up to number 1. So there you go, folks. Your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song by Band-Maid called Afterlife. There's a space there, so it's Afterlife, not together, not like Afterlife, you know, where we're talking about the afterlife. No, this is like a specific space, like this is what comes after life. I think that's what they're trying to say. Let's see. Have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Band-Maid, okay? And the video has 905,310 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Band-Maid, Afterlife, official music video. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that word official, man, it just makes me nervous. Every time you see the word official, whether it be an official music video, official lyric video, official audio, official live video, whatever the word official follows, it doesn't really matter, whatever it is. If the word official in there appears, especially coming off the actual official band's channel page, the chances, the odds of the video getting blocked are slightly higher. Okay, I'm not saying the video is going to get blocked. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the chances of it getting blocked, the odds are slightly higher. So we're just going to have to hope for the best here and hope it doesn't happen. And don't tell me they don't block. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this. I wanna not get, I want to not get, I'm fed up. Why do you make that? So memory by the waste of time, waste of time. 3秒に1回のメリーゴーラウンド、ララララララ、どこまで行くのか、Hey hey hey。エラー何勝ちたい、勝負に勝ちに行くだけをできるのなら来世他人で。もうあだってこうだってなんだっていいのになんだって重要じゃない。どんな理想も吐き出し冗談も夢ならされてよね。でも愛どっか恋どっかそうなんじゃもう表現できないから本音を混じってかけるか迷ってうっとうしいなこんな My life。 プライド対面に I wanna not get I wanna not get I'm fed up 残る
The energy, the drive, the feel, outstanding. I'm digging the vibe, I'm digging the feel, I'm digging the energy, I'm digging the drive, I'm digging all of it. Guitars if I'm being honest here, okay, you know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I'm being honest here, I feel like the guitars could be just a tiny bit thicker with their guitar tone. I feel like the distortion could be a little bit thicker, considering the fact of the feel, the drive, the pulse, the energy of the song. I do feel like the guitars could be thickened up a little bit, but that's it. Everything else I'm digging. Everything else I'm digging. Vocals are being done really well. Very, very typical of Psyche's vocal style. Akane's drumming on this is solid, man. I love how she's the beat the pattern that she's come up with. You could take it as a straight time feel or a halftime feel. I've been playing with both. I've been going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also been going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting the accents on the 1 and 3. You could go at, or you could put the accents on 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go either way. It all fits. And with the pattern that she's established, you could take it either way. Misa's bass playing is coming through, which I'm glad to hear. Thrilled to hear that, actually. But I'm not surprised. Because, I mean, they usually do put her through in the mix, which I've always appreciated that about Band-Maid. They've always let her come up in the mix, which I'm thrilled about. So anyway, let's keep this going. Stop. Oh, no. We have to go back. We don't have a choice. Nope, I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. I love the fact that they went into a halftime feel for the guitar solos. That was slick. That was really slick. I dug that. And we're going to check that out again. Got back that up. That was nice. They went back into that halftime again.
If I back it up, is it fat enough? And when I throw it back, is it fast enough?
I love how they're playing with feel. That's good. I wish more bands would do that. That way it kind of breaks up the monotony of songs. Like, look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing a straight feel all the way through a song. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of bands that have made a living doing that, and that's great. But me personally, I love it when bands play with feel, and I love it when they not just play with feel, but they make it smooth. They make it work for them, and it helps break up the song's monotony, or breaks up and eliminates the chance for the song to become monotonous. So good on them. I love it. I absolutely love it.
飛び名なんて重要じゃないどんな理想も吐き出す冗談だでもあのかっこいいそんなんじゃもう表現できないから本音を混じってかけるか迷って鬱陶しいなこんなマイライフ
Nice ending. Let it fade. Okay, fade with a cut. Okay. Okay, that works too. I kind of wish they had just let it fade. And just, you know, bow. And just let it fade out. Rather than have that bow. It felt a little abrupt, if I'm being honest. I mean, it works. It obviously works, but it did feel a little abrupt, if I'm being honest. Oh, this was good. This was really good. I liked this. This is one of the, I think this is one of the better songs I've heard from Band-Maid, if I'm being honest. I enjoyed this. Let me think about how much I enjoyed it. Let me think about that. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Band-Maid with a song called Afterlife. This was a request from Sleepless Empire, Marco, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 70% of the vote. That's a significant number. It was number 362 in the queue. It got bumped straight up to number 1. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay, I thought about it, but I'm going to be honest with you folks, I didn't think very long. I literally spent like a minute, if that, thinking about this. This score came to me pretty easily. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This is one of the better songs I've heard from Band-Maid. Definitely up in like the top 20%, if I'm being honest. I dug this song. I absolutely dug this song. The groove on this song was nice. It was a great tempo that was set that allowed the groove and the feel to be played with as easily and smoothly as it was. They were switching mostly in straight time. Okay, they were mostly in just a straight time feel, but they were switching between straight time, couple of spots they went into halftime, and there were even a couple of spots where they went into a double time feel. They didn't stay in double time for long though. They literally stayed there for like 2 measures, but then they would come back into the straight time feel again. Switching between, and they feel not only that, but when they were in straight time, they even played around and they were able to give you the option as the listener to interpret it as, you know, feeling it on the downbeats, all the downbeats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or on the 2s and 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go either way and it works. You know, it would absolutely work either way. That's open to personal interpretation. You know, that's up to you and how you feel it and what you feel like, you know, for lack of a better word, banging your head to. I like being on the 2s and 4s personally, but there were some times where they would do some accents and it would feel not, it didn't go into a double time feel, but you could almost interpret because of the way that the snare work was happening. Really nice job all across the board. And that's mostly due to Akane. Man, her drumming on this was outstanding. Misa's bass playing on this. Okay, I've heard Misa do more complex bass playing. I've heard her get fancier. I've heard her do more with like the popping and slapping. Didn't really hear any of that in this. But what she did do fit the context of the song, and she was letting her voice be heard. She absolutely was. What I mean by her voice is her bass playing. It came through in the mix. I've always respected that about Band-Maid, about not pushing the bass into the back. She's such a talented bass player. It would be a real shame if she were pushed to the back where nobody could hear her. You know, I hate it when bands pull a Metallica and they push the bass just so far in the back that you can't hear it. I can't stand it when bands do that. So I'm always glad to hear that. And what she was playing was very fitting. It was very tastefully done. Have I heard her be fancier? Yes, I have, but I don't think fancier would have worked for this song. Maybe in a couple spots it might have, but I like what she did, so I have no complaints. The guitars. Here's my one gripe with the song. The guitars. What they were playing was fine. I got no issue with what they were playing. My issue is with the tone. I do feel for a song of this tempo, this feel, this kind of energy, I do feel like guitars were a little thin. I think if they had thickened up the guitar tone, maybe boosting the overdrive just ever so slightly, turning up the presence, not the volume, turning up the presence slightly, maybe even a little tiny bit more on the bottom end and the mix on the guitars. I think that would have been huge. I think that would have been a big deal. I'm not talking about cranking up like 2 or 3 notches. I'm talking about seriously half a notch. Just a half a notch on the distortion, half a notch on the presence, maybe 1 full notch on the bottom end, possibly for the tone. But maybe 1 full notch might be a bit much. Maybe 3/4 of a turn of a notch might be good. But I mean, they sounded good. I just think they could have sounded better. They could have sounded thicker. They could have sounded fuller. In my opinion, I do feel like the guitars were a little thin, but that's it. What they were playing sounded just fine. The guitar solo, if I'm being honest with you, I thought it was a little short. I feel like the guitar solo could have gone twice as long, and it would have been just fine. But, you know, there's an old saying in the show business world, always leave the audience wanting more. Well, she definitely left us wanting more. I wanted to hear more of her guitar soloing, but it was fine. Psyche's vocals on this, very typical of her, very well done. I wouldn't say anything that blew my mind, but I mean, everything that she did fit. Everything that she did was very typical of her vocal style and very recognizable. I dug it. And like I said, nothing all that impressive, like nothing that blew my mind, like, oh my God, I've never heard that before. No, everything she did, I've heard her do before, okay? Nothing new, nothing impressive, but very fitting, very well done, fit the song like a glove. Got no issue with it whatsoever. Listen, I enjoyed the heck out of this song. I did. This song is gonna go on some playlists. I can tell you for sure it's gonna go on my driving playlists. Both of them, both driving playlists. Jim, maybe, I might. I don't know if it's heavy enough for me for the gym. I mean, listen, when I go to the gym, I'm talking soil work, I'm talking Fear Factory, you know, I'm talking heavy bands. I don't know if this is gonna work for the gym. It might. It might. You know what? I'd be willing to give it a shot. I'd be willing to put it on the gym. Now, here's the thing. I'll put it on the gym playlist, and if I listen to it once in the gym and I'm not feeling it, I'm taking it out. But I'd be willing to give it a chance. So yeah, okay, fine. All 3 playlists. We'll give it a shot. Now, I enjoyed this song. I absolutely did, and I like the direction of this version of Band-Maid. I do. What I mean by this version, like, you hear songs from different albums, there's always little differences, right? I like this version. I really like the sound of this version. Like I said, if we could just thicken up the guitars ever so slightly, you're gonna make me very, very happy. But I'm still happy with what I heard. It was a great song, very well done song, and that's why it's getting the 8.8. And that is where we're going to stay. So, 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.